Hey, everybody.
Hello, friends. Happy Sunday.
Yes, go Lions. Got somebody else in there. Go Bills. My husband was very, very happy today as being a Lions fan.
So was mine. Talk about some transformational energy there with Pluto here. The Lions coming through for the first time since what, 1990 something? I don't know.
Well, so this was their first into playoffs for that division because the last time they were in playoffs, they were in a different division even.
Were they?
So,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna pretend like I even know. So you go ahead with the facts because I don't.
My husband asked for a hat. Yeah, here we go, Melissa with the facts, 1992. So yeah, 1992 they were in a different division, and so this division that they won is actually the first time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Go Lions. Good for them.
Yeah, go Lions. All right. Well, thank you everybody for being here.
Yeah, woohoo for the Lions. I'm from Michigan, so I have to root for the Lions whether I'm a sports fan or not. So
yes, and since that's where my husband is from, we are a house divided, but we were rooting for the Lions today, especially since my Packers are out. It was a sad day.
Well, you still got the Lions you can root for.
Yeah, absolutely. We will definitely still be rooting for the Lions. Yeah, so somebody asked what the sky was up to tonight. Let's see, we got a moon in Gemini tonight. No aspects today other than a couple of lunar aspects, but both in conjuncts even, so not anything super exciting.
Yeah, moving towards that full moon that we have coming up on Thursday.
Yes.
Leo.
Yeah. Oh, here. Amazing Super Bowl. Yes, I agree.
Feel it all over Michigan. I do too. Can we just affirm it right now, Melissa? We're going to make it happen right now.
Yeah.
The Lions are going to the Super Bowl.
49ers are going to be tough to beat, but I got my fingers crossed. Yeah, Packers lost. Oh well.
Yeah.
It was a good year. And quarterback named Love. Gotta love it. Yeah,
Yep.
call it in. Call it
There
in.
we go. Make it happen.
Yeah, full moon energy working its way to us. Hits Thursday. We've got it at 5 degrees of Leo, the sun at 5 degrees of Aquarius on that axis this week. So I'm looking forward to Thomas's howl on the podcast later in a few days.
Yeah, absolutely. So have this nice culminating, like illuminating, celebratory energy coming through after Pluto ingressing into the sign of Aquarius, right? So that came through through the weekend. The Sun and Pluto conjoined, and then they both moved into the sign of Aquarius. So happy birthday to all of you Aquarians too! Now that we're officially in Aquarius season, lots of depth going around to that ingress. So you know that those very end degrees and those beginning degrees, we've been teetering on that for a while now, for the last couple of years here. So it's some moving energy, and then I think it's nice that we have a full moon coming through just after that ingress. On my own meditation that a lot of you know that I do on Tuesday nights, last week I talked about being kind of in between the two Saturn signs. So Pluto moving through the sign of Capricorn since 2008, I think, and then now moving into the sign of Aquarius, where it's going to sit for 20 years. Those are two signs that are ruled by the sign or the planet of business and black and white. You know, moving things forward here. And then to have a full moon in the sign of Leo, in the place of the sun, the place of illumination, the place of individuation, coming right after we have that maybe some hardness, maybe some seriousness. It's a nice way to flow into the following week, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody asked what an ingress is here. So I'm just explain that really quick. It's when any planetary body changes signs. So not particularly always from 29 degrees to 0 just because of retrograde, If a planet is moving from 0 back to 29 as well, that is also still considered an ingress. So essentially, it is just when a planetary body moves signs.
Yeah, and then typically those last couple degrees and those first couple degrees are what we call the critical degrees of the sign. So things are amplified, things are intensified there. So even if Aquarius isn't a so-called key part of your chart, if it doesn't fall where you have personal planets, or if it's not necessarily on an angle, those are still sensitive points for everybody because the energy is amplified at that point. Yeah, good question. Mm-hmm.
Great question. Yeah.
Yeah, we forget about those things. Hey, good to see you.
Fred Dotson mentions the high energy of sporting arenas and levels of energy. Yeah, definitely. I've done 6 NFL games at this point, and it's definitely some kind of energy. It's very fun.
Yeah, get all of those people together that are gathering in that same energy, and then you put them under one space. Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to do majority of my games at different stadiums as well. And so that is really nice to just kind of like see the different areas. And I think that, each in their own has their own energy to them as well.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy Thomas's as well.
Curtis is all to make her own howl too. I love it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so
lots of 49ers fans nervous. Yeah. It was a close game. Yeah, it's been fun being able to go to quite a few. Oh, Brisbane Lions.
Cool, so the Lions too.
Yeah, also go Lions.
Yeah, go Lions, cool.
Yeah, and Leo.
I was just gonna say that, and in the place of the lion. Yep,
that's really an easy transition.
I did not even realize that when we were talking about it earlier. That's super cool.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, so we were talking about this full moon before we got on here, and there's a lot of potential within this upcoming full moon. So whatever Pluto and Aquarius is bringing forward, whether it's something that's a little bit difficult that you need to fix or move forward from, or figure out how you're going to move forward with, or something like really, really cool that's kind of starting, during the full moon, Mercury and Mars are going to be coming together in forming a conjunction. So the two of them are going to be working really, really closely together. And it feels like it really brings in this ability to solve and to prioritize, and to figure things out with some efficiency. So if like the beginning of Pluto and Aquarius feels like it's kind of a lot, and there's a lot going on right now, there's a lot of agency coming up this week to be able to put in a little bit of work to find something out of that and to make something come forward with that. Full moon's going to be sitting square Jupiter as well, right, Kristin?
Yeah, and I think with your point, just saying to put in work, I think that when it comes to the archetype of fixed signs, it is about persistence. And having this T-square between Jupiter and the luminaries creating this full moon puts a lot of emphasis on Scorpio this week. So wherever Scorpio lands in your chart, it would be a good time to focus any energy there this week. But the culmination of all the fixed signs creates a energy where persistence pays off.
Yeah. Put in the work and you will get something beneficial from it. And it's Jupiter, so something positive, something abundant, and something that can grow, something that can be prosperous. So it's, I don't know, it feels like a nice place to move after something that feels like it might be a little bit heavy. And I think it's neat that we have the full moon coming in the place of the sun, the place of the light, of the the constant light that is always there and never waning, right? So it's like if Pluto is bringing something up through Aquarius, something that's coming up from, that's been pushed away or shoved aside somehow, there is this instant opportunity to look forward to some sort of light and to light in the place of light. And it feels very supporting. It feels very uplifting. And it feels very much like moving forward too with it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Yeah.
Having it be a new moon, I think that's a good point that we wanted to touch on too. And you've kind of already said it a couple of times, but it is a celebrating energy, and having the access of Leo and Aquarius being highlighted is a good time to just notice some of the balance that you've had between self and others, and keeping your own spot, but having the support of a community, and the archetypes that kind of come with those two energies, and just knowing what you maybe need to transition as well as what has benefited you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We got some more NFL smack talk over here.
Melissa, you are on it. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, they worked hard. I know that they've made lots of changes, and yeah.
Yeah, golf has been great for them. Okay.
Do we want to talk about the cards that we pulled?
Yes, definitely.
You want to go with yours first?
Sure.
I always end up grabbing two. I'm sorry, guys. I really do try to go for one, but it just lands that way. So
no,
yours first.
Okay, so I pulled the Three of Cups. I love this illustration. Nice heart, and it shows like a nice connectedness, which is a good definition of what I associate this card with. It is a lot of celebrations and connection with community. And I think that, with that coming full moon, having the sun in Aquarius, as well as the moon being opposed Pluto as well, kind of, shows a little bit more emphasis on support from the community in this coming season.
Yeah, I like the connection of the three there and the connection of community within that card. I also thought it was interesting too, because with the cups, associating that with the water element. And so we're talking about the connection and the collectiveness of Aquarius, but the ruler of Aquarius, Saturn, is sitting in a water sign right now. It's sitting in Pisces. So bringing in that emotional body and further increasing that connectiveness too between water and air there too. That's a really, really neat card.
Yeah, totally. That's such a good point, with cups being so emotionally driven, and especially with that T-square also leading to Scorpio this week too, a good time to just kind of maybe let emotions lead.
Yeah. Yep. So like I said, I ended up with two cards. So the first card I got was, I don't know if you guys can see that Judgment card here. Let me try that again. My light's not super great, but I got the Judgment card and the Six of Wands here. And when I was drawing the cards for today, I was contemplating on Pluto moving into Aquarius and the full moon that we have coming up. The Judgment card, I mentioned earlier about Pluto moving from one Saturn sign to another Saturn sign. And that illustrates the Judgment card for me. There's some sort of questioning, there's some sort of existential questions of something greater, something a little bit bigger. we're moving through from one era to another. We've heard Thomas talk about that too with Pluto. Pluto spends such a long period of time in one sign that it really gives us an era in each sign. So we're in between, coming in between two spaces here. It's like a review through the judgment card of what has happened, what has gotten us here, what has led to all of this. And then the follow-up card here being the Six of Wands. I always associate the six with a bit of stability and a bit of security, a bit of support, and kind of making it through the first half. We've made it through 1 through 5 already. We've got through the hard part. It's a little bit of a turning point. The Six of Wands shows me having support and having strength and having talents available, and things, that resources that are abundantly around you. So it seems like the cards are saying to us, if we're going through this judgment period and this end of an era and beginning of a new era where it's new energy to all of us. None of us have ever lived through Pluto and Aquarius energy before. So it's a new feeling, no matter how it works out to you, which can be a little bit, a little bit, it's on level ground. It's in some place we haven't been before. So there might be a little bit of reviewing. I like that more than judgment. But you have the things that you need at hand. Mercury and Mars are coming together. Wands, an air element here. So the mind coming together with the resources and the ability to execute it. So it looks very like forward thinking.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's a really great point too, of it being one Saturn sign to another, spending 15 years in Capricorn and the next 20 years in Aquarius. I mean, that's 35 years of Pluto in a Saturn ruled sign. And if you think about too, Saturn only having a rotation of 29 years. And so it creating, this full lap of area in your houses as it travels through the signs, and then some. It's a long cycle, and I think when you're also tying the Saturn cycle in and looking at it that way, you can also see just how long Pluto's transit really takes. I mean, we're talking about 240 years for it to make clear around the chart.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that in like a broader picture of the whole life. Say like if the life expectancy of average is around 80, it's somewhere around there. It might be a little above or a little below. Then each one of us in like a given life expectancy, like Pluto's going to go between like 4 to 7 of our houses. So if like me, you think, or you on some level believe that we chose the life that we live to some degree. We chose our birth chart. We chose to be born at a certain time. It puts me in a little bit of a state of awe to think about, on some level, I have chose to have this master transformation go through the specific houses that Pluto's going to go through within my lifetime. Not to discredit anything that is good or bad, or is pleasant or is unpleasant, or anything like that, because that's definitely not the case here. But how neat is it just to think that you decided to have this huge transformation and this huge upheaval in some level through these specific areas of your life. And depending on what areas those are, that's really I don't know, it's really almost kind of breathtaking a little bit to me.
I agree. I think the move to putting humanity first is a move that we've needed to make for a long time. And this Pluto ingress can definitely cultivate some of that energy.
Yeah, sure can.
Saturn is known as the timekeeper, so that makes sense. Yes.
Yeah, Father Time coming around.
Oh, Kathy, hello.
Hi, Kathy.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm convinced he'll never die. Yes, beautifully said.
Thanks, Katie.
All right. Do you have anything else, or should we start the meditation a little bit early?
Yeah, we can jump right into our meditation. That sounds good.
Perfect. Let me.
Such a nice warm image there with that candle and the little lights around it. So warming.
Yeah, I liked it more than just the singular. It felt like everybody had a candle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like a bunch of little mini candles. So let's settle into a nice comfortable position if you haven't already. And if you're ready to close your eyes, go ahead and do so. But if you're not ready to do that yet, that's okay as well. Start to soften your gaze. Maybe let your eyes just kind of fall into a position they naturally do, gazing at whatever is in front of you, softly, gently, without too much focus. And we come to a place where we connect with our breath. When you connect with your breath, finding a little space and a little connection between your outer body and your physical body, as well with your inner body or your energetic spiritual body. Take a moment to make a little space for where your breath is at this very moment. Whatever that means to you, however your breath feels to you at this very moment, connect with that, making space for your current energy level and where you are at this very moment. Checking in with ourselves before moving on and before making any alterations to our breath or to our state of mind. And then slowly let's start to deepen our inhale. Focusing on making each breath a little deeper than the one before it. Each exhale a little bit longer than the one before that. As we come together here on Sunday night, providing energy for ourselves, for the group, and for the world beyond. Every week we come back here. Making a little bit of space for our own energy level before moving forward. It's always a great place to start. Continuing to deepen your breath, breathing in and out with no other goals here other than connecting with yourself through your breath and making each inhale a little bit fuller than the one before, and each exhale a little more releasing than the one before that. As you continue to connect to your own being and your own energy within you, you start to feel a warmth around you. You start to feel the warmth of the air around you as it hugs and embraces your body. And you notice that with this warmth feeling comes a shimmery white light surrounding your being and surrounding your body. Protecting you while energizing you at the same time. This soft, shimmery light surrounds and envelops your whole being. And as it does so, it starts to penetrate your being and move from the environment around you into your being. Take in a nice deep breath. And as you feel this twinkly, sparkly, shimmery light coming within you, it feels like it almost brings a bit of magic or a bit of light with it into your being. As this energy that is around you, surrounding you, becomes a part of you, you feel it illuminating now rather from the outward in. You now feel it illuminating from the inward outward. So not only is this protective and energizing energy shining down on you, but you are also emanating this energy from your being. See that light, that shimmery, magical light start to move out from your being as it starts to reach forward into the environment around you, illuminating, protecting, and energizing as it moves ever so slowly away from your being. As that light moves away and touches the objects and spaces around you, you notice that it leaves behind a little shimmer, a little bit of light wherever it touches, wherever it goes. This magical light moves forward from your being, up and out. So tonight, as the energy from the universe shines down upon us, filling us and energizing us, allowing us to emanate that energy out from our being and into the ethers. We shine a little shimmer of magic and love and peacefulness across the entire planet. Picture that white, shimmering light surrounding Mother Earth, connecting us all together. Reminding us that we are all part of the same source, the same origin, and we are all inhabiting the same home. Spending a moment in awe of the magic that you are able to spread to places near and far. That light, that illumination that is within you.
As we picture the light that we've created around the earth, knowing how powerful our intentions are and what good we're bringing to humanity in lifting the spirits and vibration of the people who inhabit it. Creating this powerful connection between one another only creates a better life for each and every one of us. The connection that we feel to one another in supporting is something that we can feel for everyone in our lives as well. Being there to support one another and our friends creates a grateful feeling for each and every one of us. The grateful feeling that we feel can create a habit of continuing to lift the vibrations of the ones around us. What a beautiful earth we would have if everyone practiced this. When you think about what a world like this would be like, how powerful our connection to one another would be, And if we could emulate this group on such massive scales, what this Pluto and Aquarius time really could be like. Humanity being first. People getting put first. We stand with each other in our successes and lift each other up in failures, knowing that life is a roller coaster and any mistakes only create learning experiences for the next time. These powerful, powerful realizations of working with the energy only make it easier to spread the good energy around. The awareness that everybody here has for the energy around them creates wonderful, wonderful opportunities for you to be there for one another. So now, as we think of our group, I know a couple people that could use a little extra love and guidance this week. And if there's anybody else that could use a little extra love, if they wanted to put a name in the chat, we can add them to our list. But first, I would love to send some healing energy to our good friend Mary. She's been dealing with some health issues, and we want nothing but love and light to her in this time of healing. She's such a healer herself and gives so much of this energy on a regular basis that she deserves all of the light that we can give her and that much more. Thomas is traveling tomorrow, so we would love to get him to his destination safe, creating a nice, protecting, loving light around him and his travels. He said that it had been a long time since he had been on a plane with COVID, so easy transitioning from one airport to another, and may all of his travels be smooth sailing. Any other loved ones that we know of that need the extra care, feel free to send them energy now as we've created this abundance of healing. There's enough powerful energy that we can spread it to all of these people. The extra energy that we're using to heal and protect our loved ones, whether that be people who are listening to this now and connecting it with someone immediately, or anybody listening to this in the future who needs the energy then. May this powerful healing know no time, no space, but be able to fill the hearts of the people that need it when needed. Holding this power and knowing our capabilities is half the battle in creating this energy. What powerful, powerful people we are in being able to share this light with others. Holding on to what we've created. Being able to take this energy for ourselves when needed. Never depleting our own cup to fill others, but only sharing energy when it suits us. And being able to accept energy when we need help. Keeping an open heart, an open mind, and creating a space that is open to love. May the light that this creates fill you in your times of need. May the love that this fills be able to find you, past, present, or future. As we move forward, each enjoying our own journey, supporting the journeys of others, we continue to move this energy, creating the best possible path for not only our highest timeline, but for the highest timeline of the people around us. Holding this high level energy only creates more opportunities for us all. As we move out of this meditation, coming back to the feeling of our body, grounding back from the energy that lifted us high into the ethers. As we notice where our body is touching either the floor, a chair, a table, grounding us back. Becoming present in the room where we're creating the space. Taking a few deep breaths, picturing the way your breath is mixing with the air around you. Another deep breath, breathing in and breathing out. And do one more, breathing in and breathing out. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. That was lovely. Very, very nice.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
Somebody says, sending warmth to anyone who is in the cold. Lots of people in the cold right now. As Thomas was on his live yesterday, I was seeing how many people are dealing with the weather, and us over here is no different. Been cold.
Yeah, especially those that have difficulties because of the cold, right? So people that have issues with their house when it gets cold, people that may not have a home.
Yes.
Lots of different situations that the cold can provide.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know that I read an update, but there was a woman who had lost power in Oregon. I hope that she regained it back. I don't know that I ever saw an update on that, but definitely energy to them and their community as well if they're still dealing with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, hers to Marion Thomas as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. Great to see you here.
Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it.
Oh, Esmon, you're so sweet.
Love and light all the way around. Absolutely.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, beautiful energy for the week ahead.
Just always sets the week up so nicely.
Yes, prayers that Melissa's dad can get out of the hospital as well. Rehab and home fast, definitely.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, yeah, I hope that everyone has a great week, and we will see you back in February.
Yeah. Have a great week. Happy full moon in the sign of Leo, and yeah, have a great week.
Yeah, happy full moon. We'll be looking forward to Thomas's howl in just a few days. Everybody stay tuned. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, anywhere that the weather or Mother Nature is affecting, just love.
Yeah.
Love and protection.
Yes, many, many, many forms of protection. Yeah. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.